My name is James Williams Jr. This is Kung Fu Africa number 2. This video is very, very important. I do not have a helper to demonstrate this. There will not be a lot of martial arts in this video, but there will be some facts given and what I am against. Alright, so let us just begin by saying first, this video is probably for children over 12 or 13, just because there will be some foul language coming out of my mouth, and I want to address this before I go in the house to start posting these things up. So I made a lot of videos, and I watched a lot of videos, and I have never done a disarming video. Now, I want to say this lovingly and respectfully to every martial artist on the planet, and especially all of you on social media who are or are not following me. I'm going to be honest, and I'm going to hurt your feelings. Alright? I'm going to hurt your feelings on a cellular level. I am against you posting disarmament videos. Alright? Then there are other guys who go and test these videos, and I just straight don't think that you should be posting them at all. If you're going to post disarmament videos, you should probably post them with a disclaimer, or you should probably not post them at all. Or if you're teaching them disarmament for movies, then you should say that. You know, take a note from my boy Mike Chat. If you're posting for martial arts that is not for the streets, because he says it in every single episode of Martial Tribes, and you guys need to check him out because he is the best. He tells you that this is martial arts training for film and fighting and not from the streets. As a person who does martial arts myself, who knows what works in the streets and what does not work in the street, I am against disarming knives and guns videos. I wanted to address this a few months ago, but since I have a couple of issues of my own to deal with, I never got around to it, so I'm making this video now. So first off, let me shout out to Martial Tribes. If you guys are watching, and hopefully you guys will support me with what I'm saying. And if not, it's cool. I watched a video on Instagram where they had 6-year-old kids, and one was disarming one with a handgun, and the other one was disarming one with a knife. Scratch number one. No child under the age of 14, hell, even a 14-year-old, has no business training, even if the gun is a toy, with a gun. Ever. When I learned how to fight with a knife in the training art of Taekwondo, Master Ennis gave us rubber knives, and I was well past 4 years old. I was like 16. And he showed us how to disarm people with knives, and he showed us, the knife wielders, how to cut people. Because your arm only goes yay so many directions. You know, you got your slashes this way, and you got your slashes, and you got your stabs. Now, the reality of a knife is, someone's going to get cut. Now, granted, this video had these kids with plastic toys. They were plastic guns. The danger is still real, simulated, and the knife is plastic. It's still real, simulated. The problem is, in real life, the training of these kids is going to get somebody fucking killed. This is why I said, if you're under 14, you probably shouldn't be watching this video. I do not have the ability to pull the video up and post it in a little square somewhere around here. I'm not that good with tech. I don't know the name of the video. But I am against every video that is teaching disarmament for the simple fact that they don't explain reality. Alright? In reality, if I teach you how to work a weapon, that's cool, because I'm teaching you how to work the weapon, but I'm not going to teach you how to work the weapon without giving you the positive and the negative of weapons. You guys see me whirl weapons, you see me work nunchucks, you see me totally suck sometimes. But that's just, there are days when you just don't feel it, and there are days when you do feel it, and your workout will either be really great or it will suck ass. So when you don't feel it, no matter how good you are, your shit will suck ass. Alright? When you do feel it, no matter how good you are, you're going to feel it, and your shit's going to bomb, rock, kick ass. So these disarmament videos, there are plenty of them out here, and I'm against them, and I'm going to tell you right now, it's the same thing as me showing you an arm break. Alright? I explain how the shit's supposed to work. Now, I also tell you that here's reality. First and foremost, you have to get through that person's defenses. And they have to get to your defenses for it to work. When I say that someone's throwing a punch and you're doing kung fu, and you sidestep, and you push and you pull, that means whatever hand is the furthest from the elbow is on the inside of the arm. Unless you're in a situation where both hands are on the outside. And if both hands are on the outside, one is at the wrist and one is at the elbow, and you pull and you push at the same time. I'm not saying that's impossible. It can happen. People make mistakes in fights all the time. But that's a way that you're going to break somebody's arm or get your arm broken if you're not careful. Now, you notice I just said the way you're going to break somebody's arm or get your arm broken. Now, these videos of disarmament, they don't put any disclaimers in there. They don't tell you that you may get stabbed. They don't tell you that you may get shot if you do this shit. Now, I've had guns pulled on me. And unlike everyone else in the family, I'm slightly nuts. So I have actually walked up on people and put the gun to my head and said, go ahead, pull the fucking trigger. I was in a dark place. Do not do that. Please, above all else, do not do that. As much as I didn't give a damn about myself at that time, I was having a really bad moment in life, as I've had many, and I really didn't give a damn if I lived or died, but I knew that this person that I was putting the gun to my head with could whip my ass on my worst day. So that's why I did that. But I also knew that if it came down to it, I had the barrel in my hand, and I was praying that the hand truly is quicker than the eye, and I can move the gun before he pulled the trigger. That is a very stupid thing to do. Do not fucking do that. Even if you're good, even if you're crazy, there's a limit of reality that you have to live in. And I'm telling you this story because that didn't happen just once, it happened twice. And again, in my defense, I was in a dark place in my life, and I really didn't give a damn if I lived or died. I just wanted to fucking solve the problem. My nephew and my brother went and got my cousin. My cousin put the gun on my head. First one was a .357 Magnum. The next week it was the same day at the same time. It was 2 Saturdays apart, and he had a .44. And I straight told him, just pull the trigger. Let's see if you're really a man and you're going to pull the trigger or you're going to fight me. Which one you going to do? I said, because you can't beat me, so you got a gun. So yeah, don't do that. Third one of those same two people, one of my cousins, pulled the gun out on me, and he set off a cherry bomb, and I thought that I was shot, but I wasn't shot. So then I walked up to him, and I was ready to kill him, because you can't miss that point-blank range and think that someone's not going to fuck you up. Again, do not fucking do that. I was in a bad place in my life before I joined the Army at 37, which kind of straightened me out a little bit. When you are making these videos, these disarmament videos, you need to put a disclaimer in. You need to tell people the truth. You need to tell them that if you're trying to take a knife from somebody, there's a slim chance that you could lose an appendage, you could get cut, you could lose your life. You should probably put a big-ass "do not attempt this shit at home" sign on your shit. And this goes to every martial artist out here that is trying to teach somebody how to take a fucking knife from somebody. You know, I don't recommend that you attempt that shit. They have a knife, give them what the fuck they want. You can cancel your credit cards. You can earn that money back. You can report that shit to the police so that they don't get away forever, and it will hopefully stop them from doing it to somebody else. Now, if you're really good and you can actually get a knife from somebody, God bless you, okay? But I'm telling everyone else who's average or who's not a superhero from the Marvel universe or the DC universe or the Image universe, don't fucking do that shit. A lot of the shit that you see in these martial art videos, you cannot really do in life. If someone pulls a knife on you, don't be a fucking hero and try to stop them. Just give them what they want. If someone puts a gun on you, you have two options. Run or die. I'm not going to tell you to do what I would do. Because I have been militarily trained does not mean I can't get my fucking head blown off by doing something stupid. So if someone puts a gun to you and they're from where I'm standing to this computer, they got you dead to rights. Because they have time to aim and shoot. If someone's like right next to me, I have been trained how to disarm them. Does not mean that it will work. You know, because 9 times out of 10, if they're scared, they're going to shoot you anyway. So don't put yourself in that situation. Give them what they want. Now, I will say that being that I have been taught how to disarm someone and I was 16 at the time, I'm not going to say the shit doesn't work. Because the shit I see in the videos is the same shit that I was taught by Mr. Ennis at the Inner Stairway when I was 16. The problem is, in reality, because we also use with rubber guns and rubber knives and shit, the reality of that fact is that Mr. Ennis didn't even tell us that it's a good possibility that your ass may get shot. So as a growner man, because when I was 16 I thought I knew everything, when it came to martial arts I was pretty much on point. But in reality, when someone has a gun to you, if it's at your head, if it's right here, this shit doesn't always work. You know, this shit might get you shot when you push the damn weapon away from you. And you know, you see this shit in the movies all the time where someone's got the gun to the back of their head, they spin around and do some Steven Seagal magic whooshy shit. Reality doesn't work like that. The second you twitch, the person with the gun may twitch out of fear. They may accidentally kill you. They may have never wanted to kill you in the first place. They just wanted your money. You know, then shit happens. Alright, now for ladies, this is a complicated thing for y'all, and I'm going to say this because honestly, all fights are situational. I think that if you're a woman, as long as this guy's not trying to rape you, give him what he wants. If he is trying to rape you, I would hate to be the guy to tell you to not fight and take the rape. But then what happens if he rapes you and he kills you anyway? You see the conundrum there. 9 times out of 10, most rapists rape women at knife point. You rarely have a few that rape them at gunpoint, except maybe a couple. I think it depends on your location. If you, I guess, got a city roster that would tell you, I don't know if cities even have this, but there's got to be a crime report that tells you if more crimes are committed with guns or with knives when it comes to females, okay? Now, I can't honestly tell you because I don't know, but I will tell you that more females are victims of rapes than robberies, or sometimes both, and it really depends on your location, and so you don't want to go that route. But in the event, if he's got you by the throat from behind and he's dragging you into an alley, I'm going to say this lovingly and I'm going to say this sorryly, you might just be getting raped. Now, I'm just saying that because you may learn the self-defense technique, but a really sharp knife doesn't have to cut that deep to kill you. Okay? The right spot across the jugular can pretty much end your shit. Alright? If it's meant for you to die, you're probably going to die. Now, I will say you got a better chance fighting a guy with a knife than a gun if you have been taught right. But I also want you to not believe all the shit that you see in the movies. Now, sometimes even the trainers, if the trainers aren't telling you the negative of this shit, then they're not teaching you properly. Because I can teach you tomorrow how to disarm me with a knife. But the next guy that you fight is not going to be me. Okay? You understand that? And then there's the block twist thing. I was taught that too. And believe it or not, in the dojo, that shit works. Why does it work? Because it's in the fucking dojo. The dojo is a controlled environment. You are under no real danger in the dojo. Now, when you're being simulated in the dojo, the teacher should tell you that this danger is real, but in the dojo, you are 1,000% safe. These weapons will not discharge. This is not a real knife. It's not going to cut you. However, in real life, what I'm teaching you may very well get you killed. As much as save your life, it could also get your life taken from you because you don't know the mindset of the asshole with the gun or with the knife. And these videos that I am against don't tell you that, and they should. They should have a disclaimer on this shit, and I don't give a damn if you're on YouTube right now. I don't care if you're watching me on Facebook. I don't care if you're watching me on Instagram. I don't care if you're watching me on Twitter. I'm telling you the fucking truth. They need to have a disclaimer, and so all the people with disarmament, like if I'm teaching you, and it should be titled, I'm disarming a subject. It should be titled something about disarming, and it should have a disclaimer. The disclaimer of disarming. Now, any video that has somebody teaching someone how to disarm someone from a gun or a knife or any kind of other instrument should have a disclaimer telling them, please do not try this at home. And it should also have a disclaimer saying, in actuality, this disarming technique, if not done right, can get you killed. And also in actuality, this disarming technique, even if done right, can get you killed because you do not know the mentality of your opponent. Alright? I can use this as a reference, and you guys, if you haven't played Resident Evil 4 with Leon getting the specialized knife training, where you have to keep playing Simon Says to make sure that the guy with the wing arm doesn't cut your shit, there are people with specialized training with knives like that. Some of them went to SF school, some of them went to sniper school, some of them are Navy SEALs, some of them are Marines, and if you think that training does not exist, I'm here to tell you, yeah, it does. So you need to understand that a gun and a knife are very dangerous. You need to understand that if you are a martial artist and you are showing videos teaching people, and especially kids, how to disarm a knife or a gun or a weapon, you should probably have a disclaimer on it. Now, also, if you haven't tried that shit, you probably shouldn't be trying that shit. If it's working in the dojo, that does not necessarily mean it's going to work in the street. When I tell people how to disarm a bow staff, I specifically say, I know 3 ways to do it. One is the fat under the arm so it catches it, because this doesn't hurt as much getting hit here versus getting hit in the rib, getting hit in the liver, getting hit in the kidneys. That shit hurts. I also said in the video I made yesterday that if you block a bow staff when it's coming, you block with the fatty parts of your arms, so it would be better for you to get hit there versus getting hit on the bone, you know. And it's the same thing with your legs. You want to try and block them with the thigh, you know, versus the shin. Of course, if you're a freaking TIE fighter, then it doesn't really matter because they are built for that. So if you're going to teach videos of disarming, please put a disclaimer of not try this at home. And for the record, don't make a video like that with children. I'm James Williams Jr., this is Kung Fu Africa number 2. This is 17 minutes of your life that you can't get back. Be seeing.